morning, boys and girls. We are going to start out by singing Fun to Do. We are going to sing it 2 times. The first time we are going to say singing a song is fun to do. And the second time we are going to do family history is fun to do. Here we go. Singing a song is fun to do, fun to do, do to do. Singing a song is fun to do, to do, to do, to do. Family history is fun to do, fun to do, to do, to do. Family history is fun to do, to do, to do, to do. Today we are going to learn a song about family history. What is family history? Family history is when we learn about people who have come before us. Sometimes this is referred to as our family tree. I want to show you Emmett's family tree. Emmett is my son, and this is his family tree. When we look at a family tree, we look at our family members who came before us. Today, we are going to learn, we may have heard of them as like our ancestors. Today in our song, we're going to use a word called progenitors. That word is progenitors. So if you look, this is Emmett's family tree. It starts with Emmett, and then it has his mom and dad. And then it has his grandparents, and then it has his great-grandparents. And if you look, his family tree just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's the same for each of you. Each of you has a family tree, and your family tree gets bigger and bigger and bigger as you learn about your progenitors who came before you. So we are going to sing a song called Family History, I Am Doing It. I am going to sing the line, and then we are going to sing the line all together. So, starting out with family history, I am doing it, my family history. Okay, let's do it all together. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. How do we do our family history? There's a lot of different ways we can do our family history, but one of the first things we can do is we can learn about our ancestors, or those who came before us. We can do that by making our own family tree. And at the end of the lesson, I will show you a picture that I'm going to link where you guys can make your own family tree. There is also a website called FamilySearch.org, and with your parents' help, you can learn a lot more about your ancestors. And there's also an activities portion where there's a lot of activities you can do at home to learn more about where you came from. That's what family history is, learning about where we came from and those that came before us. So the next line talks about how we feel when we're doing family history. In the Doctrine and Covenants this week, which is the book of scripture that we are studying through Come Follow Me, we learned about a prophet named Elijah. And the prophet Elijah had a prophecy. And the prophecy was that the hearts of the children would turn to their fathers. I'm going to read this verse of scripture to you. It's Doctrine and Covenants, section 2, verse number 2. And he shall plant in the hearts of the children the promises made to the fathers, and the hearts of the children should turn to their fathers. He's specifically referring to family history, that our hearts will want to learn about those who came before us, because guess what? It actually feels really good, and that's the next part we're going to sing about. I'm going to sing it, then you're going to sing it. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. Let's sing it all together. I'm going to turn on the music. Well, let's just sing all together. Let's put the first line together and then the second one. Here we go. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. That's much better with the tune. Let's sing all of that together one more time. Family history, I am doing it, my family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. Awesome. The next part talks about those progenitors, or the people that came before us. So I learned stories of my progenitors. I write their history. We can write down the things we're learning, and we can learn about them so that we can become more like them and make amazing choices. So I learned stories of my progenitors. I write their history. We're going to put all 3 of these together. Here we go. Family history, I am my family history, and the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learn stories of my progenitors. I write their history. The last one talks about a family tree. There are lots of different ways we can do a family tree. We can do it through a picture. We can do it just looking online. There's something called a fan chart. There are just records, tons of different ways. But we can slowly learn about our family history. So that's what we're going to sing about in the last one. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. I do better when we sing it all together. Let's do the whole thing together so we can hear how that last part sounds. Ready? Here we go. Family history, I am doing it. My family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learn stories of my progenitors. I write their history. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. Much better. We are going to sing the whole song together with the music this time. Let me pull up the music and we will get going on this. Here we go. Family history, I am doing it. My family history. And the love I feel when I'm doing it is very sweet to me. I learn stories of my progenitors. I write their history. I keep records of my loved ones on my own family tree. Boys and girls, I have come to really love family history, and I truly do feel love when I get to learn about those that came before me. We've had a challenge the last 2 weeks. The first week, it was to study our scriptures, like the prophet Joseph did. The second was to say our prayers, like in Search, Ponder, and Pray. This week, my challenge to myself and all of us is to learn more about our family through a family tree. This is a fun example of a family tree that I will link below the video. But I am going to try to learn more about my progenitors or my ancestors this week so that I can feel, just like the prophet Elijah said, my heart turn toward my ancestors. I hope you all have a wonderful week.